Barcelona's summer transfer window is becoming absolutely chaotic. Robert Lewandowski's future is now more uncertain than ever after Porto officially ruled out signing the Polish superstar because of his massive salary demands. But while Porto step away, Saudi Arabia continues pushing hard to convince the Barca legend to leave Europe this summer. And that's not all. Barcelona have also suffered a huge blow in the race for Julian Alvarez. Atletico Madrid are reportedly demanding up to €150 million for the Argentine striker, a price completely impossible for the Catalan giants to afford. As a result, Joan Laporta and Deco are already exploring alternative options, with Omar Marmoush suddenly emerging as Hansi Flick's surprise priority target. But the biggest shock could still be coming. Marcus Rashford looked set to stay at Barcelona after an impressive season in La Liga, but the club's hesitation could change everything. According to explosive reports, Jose Mourinho wants to bring the Manchester United star to Real Madrid, a move that could create one of the most shocking transfer stories of the year. Between Lewandowski, Rashford, Julian Alvarez, and Omar Marmoush, Barcelona's transfer window is about to explode. Lewandowski link shut down as Porto president drops reality check. The striker Robert Lewandowski is one of the FC Barcelona players whose future at the Catalan club is perhaps the most uncertain. He has only a few days left on his contract, and the player is yet to make a decision about his continuity. Meanwhile, he is being linked with several other notable sides, both from Europe and beyond, and it remains to be seen where he would be playing next season. One such side that has been linked with him in recent days is Porto, as some reports claim that they were looking towards the Pole as a possible replacement for Luuk de Jong, who is departing the club this summer. However, as Marca has reported, the president of Porto, André Villas-Boas, made it clear that his side would not be vying for the Polish striker's signature this summer, while attending a dinner with the members of the parliament. In this regard, the former coach said, "For us, it is a source of pride that our club is associated with a football legend like Lewandowski. Obviously, as you can imagine, a financial burden of that magnitude is beyond Porto's reach. So that is the first thing that is clear to me. Obviously, we have 3 Polish players in the team, they are our main asset at the moment, but Lewandowski is completely beyond our financial possibilities." Meanwhile, several other teams are still interested in the Pole, with Saudi Arabia also being touted as a potential destination for him. But for now, it still remains to be seen where Robert Lewandowski would land next summer, or whether he would play on with Barcelona for another season. Barcelona refused to enter transfer auction for priority striker target. Barcelona's search for a long-term successor to Robert Lewandowski has already hit a major obstacle, with the club refusing to lose control financially in pursuit of Julian Alvarez. According to reports emerging from Sport, Barcelona have no intention of entering a transfer auction for the Atletico Madrid striker, despite viewing him as one of the ideal profiles to strengthen the attack in the coming years. The Catalan giants have been informed through intermediaries that any possible operation for the Argentine international could rise beyond €100 million. In fact, according to sources, figures around €140 to €150 million are already being discussed, numbers that Barcelona simply do not consider realistic under their current financial situation. Barcelona will not cross the red line. The Catalan giants do not want to be dragged into a transfer battle, especially if clubs from the Premier League or Paris Saint-Germain decide to become seriously involved. Even if those clubs push aggressively for the Argentine, Barcelona have made it clear internally that they will not move beyond their financial limits. The idea is not to complete another historic operation simply for the sake of signing a superstar name. Instead, the objective is to invest in a player capable of improving the attack without placing more pressure on the club's finances. Barcelona do need a forward. It is known that Barcelona urgently need a reliable striker, particularly with Lewandowski increasingly expected to move on. The veteran Polish forward has several opportunities on the table heading into the summer, with Saudi Arabia emerging as the most likely destination. If he moves on, Ferran Torres would likely become the only solution. While the Spaniard has performed well at times as a striker, his natural game still comes from wider positions, particularly from the right side. That explains why Barcelona have explored the market so aggressively for a more complete attacking profile. However, with the Alvarez operation now looking unrealistic financially, Barcelona may be forced to shift attention elsewhere. In that sense, one alternative being discussed is João Pedro, although even that move would require significant investment. Barcelona frontrunners to sign Omar Marmoush. Hansi Flick's Barcelona are pushing hard to sign Manchester City misfit Omar Marmoush ahead of next season. According to a report from Caught Offside, Barcelona are leading the race to sign Omar Marmoush. The Egyptian international hasn't had enough game time at Manchester City, who are now considering sanctioning his departure. However, they will only let him leave for the right price, which is likely to be around 60 to 65 million euros. Marmoush made quite a name for himself at Eintracht Frankfurt with his stellar performances, earning him a move to Manchester City at the start of 2025. While he had a prominent role in the first 6 months, the 27-year-old has failed to nail down a starting spot in Pep Guardiola's team. Barcelona want Marmoush to replace Lewandowski. While quite a few English clubs have been linked with him, Barcelona have emerged as the leading candidate for his signature. The Catalan giants are in the market for a new forward who can fill the void that will be left by Robert Lewandowski, with the Polish international likely to leave at the end of the season. Julian Alvarez has been their top target, but the financial demands of Atletico are beyond the Catalan club's capabilities. They see Marmoush as a much more cost-effective option. The 27-year-old has great technical ability, and he loves to link up with others around him. Meanwhile, his ability to feature in multiple roles in the final third will give Hansi Flick a lot of tactical flexibility. For now, Barcelona are frontrunners. As a result, it will be interesting to see if they do manage to get a deal over the line. Marcus Rashford, Mourinho's bombshell will anger Barcelona. The future of one Manchester United superstar could be about to take a dramatic turn if the latest reports are anything to go by. Marcus Rashford's future is becoming one of the most dramatic stories of the summer transfer window. After falling out of favor under Ruben Amorim at Manchester United, the English forward rebuilt his confidence during a short spell at Aston Villa before joining Barcelona on loan. Since arriving at Camp Nou, Rashford has impressed everyone by helping Barca win La Liga while contributing 14 goals and 14 assists in an outstanding season. The 28-year-old reportedly wants to stay in Barcelona long-term, and many fans expected the club to quickly activate the relatively affordable £26 million buy option included in his deal. But surprisingly, Barcelona have continued delaying the decision. First, they reportedly wanted to pay the fee in installments, then tried to negotiate a lower price, and now they are even considering extending the loan instead of completing a permanent transfer. Manchester United's owners, Ineos, are not willing to make the negotiations easy and have so far refused to lower their demands. Meanwhile, several top clubs are monitoring the situation closely. Bayern Munich and Arsenal are both said to be interested if Barcelona fail to finalize the move soon. However, the biggest surprise could come from Real Madrid. Reports now suggest that Jose Mourinho, who is expected to take charge of Los Blancos, wants to reunite with Rashford in Spain. If Real Madrid seriously enter the race, Barcelona could suddenly find themselves in danger of losing one of their most important attacking players to their biggest rivals. Barcelona are entering one of the most important transfer windows in recent history. With Robert Lewandowski potentially leaving the club, the Catalans are desperately searching for a new attacking leader, but financial problems continue making every major deal more complicated. Julian Alvarez now looks almost impossible to sign. Omar Marmoush is becoming a serious option, and the Marcus Rashford situation could completely explode if Real Madrid and Jose Mourinho truly enter the race. One thing is certain. The next few weeks could completely reshape Barcelona's future for years to come. Let us know in the comments. Should Lewandowski leave Barcelona this summer? Should Rashford stay at Barca or join Real Madrid? Is Omar Marmoush the right replacement for Lewandowski? Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest transfer news, breaking stories and exclusive updates from Barcelona, Real Madrid, and all across European football.